Hey, this is Chris, and today I'm going to be doing a review for you on a product called Voice Buddy. Now, Voice Buddy is an online app that allows you to take a script of your own or even a website address, and it will convert it into an audio voice based upon either Google's WaveNet technology or Amazon's Poly technology. Now, my personal preference is WaveNet. I believe it just sounds a little bit more realistic than what the Amazon Poly does. But having both of them is going to give you a lot more options on the kind of audio that you want to use, and being able to make tiny tweaks and edits to it, to adjust it, to even fine-tune it to however you need it. So under this video, I'm going to put some links. One of them will take you to my website where you can get more details about this product, pick up bonuses, look at the pricing and the upsells. And be sure that if you guys want to grab those bonuses on my page, that you buy Voice Buddy through my site so you can get those. Okay, so let's look at what Voice Buddy is. So you can see here on the dashboard, this is the JV Access page here, which is why there's so many. It's been generated. There's been 94 audios generated. And you can see here it even has video generated, which is an upsell, allows you to create videos. And then sub-users, you can also add sub-users. All of this, of course, are different options available based upon the upsells that you get, which I said are all the details are on my site about the upsells and how that works. Okay, so here you can see these are the Amazon audio list that's been created. This is the Google audio list that's been created, and little charts down here just showing you how many overall have been created. So what you want to do when you get started here is you can come over and click on WaveNet, and it doesn't matter whether you choose WaveNet or whether you choose Poly by Amazon. They're going to it's the same thing. It's just one of them works through Google, the other one works through Amazon. All the options are going to be the same though. So what you want to do is you can either put in a URL here, and what it'll do is it will take the text off that page and convert it into an audio. And of course you have options up here where you can do a lot of things that you normally wouldn't be able to, such as add emphasis to the script. So here you can add emphasis strong, moderate, or reduced. You can increase or slow down the speed at which they talk. Select say as, select audio, select breaks, paragraphs. Whoops, we don't have none selected, so that's not going to help. Select pitch if you want the pitch to be higher or lower. This actually helps a lot if you want to change the audio tone. So if you have a script in here that you're reading and say it's a female but you want it to be a little bit higher pitched, you can simply just go down or go up 5 or 10, and that'll make a big difference. And then there's a sentence here which we don't I'm not using that right now either. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some content from I'll just pick a story or something and add it in here and show you how this works. Okay, so I got my content. Right click, I'm going to paste it as plain text, and you can see here this is a little bit of the intro to Little Red Riding Hood. So with Voice Buddy, the first thing you want to do is you want to give your new audio file a name. So with this one, we're just going to do Riding Hood. Now we got the text entered in here. Now if I want to go ahead and make any changes here, add emphasis or anything, I can go ahead and do that now. So I can put on here by everyone. Okay, so let's say for example, once upon a time there was a dear little girl who was loved by everyone. So we want to put emphasis on this. Okay, so I'd select this text, select emphasis, and put strong. You can see it puts these tags around it so it knows to make that strong. And you can do that with any of this text. If you want one part of it read faster than the other, you would select it, go to the speed, change it however you want to. The same with any of these options. Okay, so once you have it where you want it, you want to come down here. Now you got a lot of options here. So I believe one of the upsells allows you to translate it. So if you want to do different languages, this is really cool because for example, it's in English right now. And what we can do is we can translate it into, say, any one of these languages. So if I want to translate it from English to Spanish, I would click on Translate, and what it would do is it would automatically change all this text to Spanish. But right now I am not going to do that, so we're going to ignore this translate part. But I do want to use the English language, and for the voice, we're just going to say, let's just do female WaveNet C. These are just different options you can choose that are like presets for people to talk, and you can adjust them based upon these settings with the speed, with the and the pitch up here. So I'm going to go ahead and just do submit, and it doesn't take very long at all. It's already done. And we can come down here and you can see here. Let me go ahead and go to the end here. These are a lot of ones that I've made earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and click play.
Once upon a time there was a dear little girl who was loved by everyone who looked at her, but most of all by her grandmother, and there was nothing that
Okay, so that actually sounds really good. Now if I wanted to, I'm going to go ahead and take this out, because I want you guys to hear some of the other ones that they have here. We can do English British, and then we could do, say, just choose this option here, choose submit. It's been generated. I'm going to go to the end of my list that I've created, and I'm going to play it.
Once upon a time there was a dear little girl who was loved by everyone who looked at her, but most of...
Okay, so that one I'm not too crazy about. So what you can do is you can go through here and you can try different ones. So let me do one more here. Let's do this one, submit, and let's see what it sounds like.
Once upon a time there was a dear little girl who was loved by everyone who looked at her.
Okay, so that one sounds really good, but say I want his voice to be a little bit deeper. So what I can do is I can go back up here and choose him again. And then I can, let's just select all this, and let's make the pitch a little bit deeper, and then submit it. Okay, go back to the end of my list and play.
Once upon a time there was a dear little girl who was loved by everyone who looked at her, but
okay, so you can see how that works. So basically you can do a lot of different changes to all these audios, and of course depending on the language you choose, you're going to have different options for voices. So you know, if you go to, let's just say, if you was to do Arabic, do voice, you could do these ones here. Let's just do female, and let's hear what it sounds like. So we'll submit it and play.
Once upon a time there was a dear little girl who was loved by...
So you can see how the accents actually kind of fit with the languages too. So that's really neat. So that's what Voice Buddy is. It gives you control over taking script of your own or importing from sites and adjusting it to how you want it to be read, whether whether it's maybe you just don't want to read and hear your own voice, or you want to use something for a sales page or a review or whatever it is. You have full control over it by using Voice Buddy, whether you want to use it through the Google WaveNet or the Amazon Poly, which, like I said, has the same options here. Your audio list is going to show you all the audios that you've created. So these are all the riding hoods. And if we get down here and listen to some of these others, you can see there was a bunch of others here created. Let's just do...
Once upon a time there was an old mother pig.
Once upon a time there was an old mother pig who had...
Once upon a time there was an old mother pig who had...
Once upon a time there was an old...
Okay, so a lot of these sound really good.
Once upon a time there was an old mother...
Once upon a time there was an old...
Okay, so basically that's it. Now, like I said, depending on the upsells you get, there are other options here for like a video creator, and you can create videos, you can add images, you can select different audio, submit it, and it kind of puts the whole thing together. There's a video list here that shows you of all the videos that you've created. You can get the links for them to download them, or you can delete them. There's an image editor. So this seems to be kind of common now, that comes in a lot of these online apps for some reason. I don't know, it must just be easy to add it on or something, but you see that image editor a lot anymore. Then there's a gallery, which has your video gallery and image gallery. For YouTube, you can actually integrate with your credentials with your YouTube account, social accounts where you can upload your YouTube account, and so forth. Your bonuses, sub users, and help. There are training videos here. Just click on training help, or if you need support, they have a support desk where you can get help. And also the VIP Facebook group, which I highly recommend that you join, because you can probably get a lot of answers in there from other users who are also using Voice Buddy. So once again, that is how Voice Buddy works. And if you guys are interested in it, check out my website for the other upsells and the pricing, because I know the pricing is going to change within the first 6 hours of launch. You're going to get the best price. I think it's like $21.95 starting off. It's going to gradually go up. And then as for the upsells, I'm not sure how they're priced yet, but I will have all those details on my site as soon as I get them, as well as the details of the upsells and what they are. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be sure to notify you when I put out other reviews of products. Thanks.